Welcome to Full Court Tennis Advantage. I'm Brian Teacher, Australian Open champion, longtime coach, and founder of the Full Court Tennis app. Today, we're breaking down a high-level battle from the 2025 Wimbledon semifinals, Taylor Fritz versus Carlos Alcaraz. You know, Fritz had Alcaraz on the ropes, 1 point from a fifth set, but it slipped away. Still, 2025 has been a huge year for Fritz, and we're here to reevaluate where his game stands, what's improved, and what he has to do to evolve to make the final leap and win a slam. So Taylor Fritz has taken major steps forward this season. His footwork is sharper, his strength and balance have improved, and he's clearly fitter. Most importantly, his return of serve, once a weakness, is now a weapon. He's averaging 65.5% first serves in and winning 79% of those points in 2025. That's elite territory. These aren't just stats, they're pressure tools. Against top players like Alcaraz, Fritz is no longer just holding, he's putting return pressure on. But as we saw at Wimbledon, at the very top level, marginal gains decide the outcome. Sinner made one. He changed his first serve from platform to pinpoint in 2023 to 2024, which was a massive technical shift for a top 10 player at that time, and it paid off. His first serve percentage jumped from 61.6% to 64.9%. First serve points won climbed from 76.1 to 80.8% on hard courts. And his serve speed increased from 117 to 121. And the last thing is his service games held rose from 86 to 91%. This is huge in tennis, where 1 to 2 point swings a match. This kind of refinement can win titles. Now let's zoom in on Fritz's serve, which I think is one of his biggest opportunities. So in the Wimbledon semifinal, Fritz averaged first serve 125.3 miles an hour, and Alcaraz first serves were 123.9 miles per hour. Fritz's first serve in was 62%, and he won 80% of those. But Alcaraz's first serve in was 65%, and he won 88 to 89% of those. Yet, when you look at the two sizes, Fritz's is 5 inches taller than Alcaraz. So he should be separating himself more here. A player of his size with proper drive-up mechanics and flow could regularly hit 130 to 135. But technical efficiency is the key, not just brute force. And I've spoken to Guy, Fritz, Taylor's dad, about this, and he's improved a lot. His drive-up mechanics are better, and it's part of why his consistency is up. But I still believe there's room for fluidity in the kinetic chain. It's about the feet, legs, hips, torso, shoulder, elbow, wrist, all working maximum in that chain. And so he doesn't need a stance change like Sinner, but he needs more seamless sequencing, I believe, to gain those extra 3 to 5 miles an hour and better disguise and even a higher percentage. Fritz has come a long way in the return of serve. He's reading cues earlier, his balance is better, he's attacking the second serves more aggressively and maintaining balance under pressure. His ground strokes are among the biggest in tennis, both forehand and backhand. But to go toe-to-toe with Alcaraz, his footwork must be elite. And while he's made great strides, I don't think he's ever going to match Alcaraz's court coverage or his speed of foot. So where does he go to close the gap? Let's look at net play, an area that shows a stark contrast. So in the match, Alcaraz came to net 41 times and won 31. That's 75.6%. And he served and volleyed 20 times and won 16 for 80%. Alcaraz came to net 41 times and won 31 for a 75.6 percentage. And his serve and volley, he won 16 of 20 for 80%. And when you look at Fritz, he came in a total of 21 times and won about 53 to 54%, and serve and volley 0 times attempted. In my estimation, this is where Fritz has a clear opportunity. He doesn't have to become a classic serve and volleyer, but with his serve, forehand, and height, the net should be a weapon. The key is tactical variety, reading the short ball, mixing in net rushes, and using serve and volley strategically to disrupt the rhythm and shorten points. This is what I think it takes to win a slam. Winning a slam is about refinement, not reinvention for Fritz. So the two clearest areas are serve mechanics. Number one, raise the average serve speed from 128 to 132 and keep the first serve percentage at 65% at a minimum. Maximize flow through the kinetic chain and take full advantage of your height and leverage. And then number two, be confident with your net gain. Improve net approach frequency and conversion. Selectively add serve and volley, develop transitional movement, and then finish points with authority, not hesitation. He's already strong, but these margin areas, that's where Grand Slam champions separate. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to Full Court Tennis Advantage. We bring you insights you won't get on the Main Street tennis shows. Real coaching, deep analysis, and tactical takeaways. And if you want to compare your game with the pros, download the Full Court Tennis app or sign up on the website. You can film your strokes, upload side by side with players like Taylor Fritz from our FCT Pro library, and receive real feedback from top coaches. Whether you're a coach, a rising junior, or just love tennis, this is your edge. I'm Brian Teacher. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on court.